Hello and welcome back to another video, and in today's video we will be drawing this. Oopsie doopsies. As you can see, I already drew it and I added the detail. So today we are just doing this thingy, the lines. And why? Kind of because I just kept drawing it and didn't start any recordings. But yeah, we're gonna start with this shitty, wonky table. Also, I know that chair is terrible, but I just don't care because it's not the main focus. So I'm just not bothering with the chair. Alright, so I'm going to explain the scene that is you are currently seeing at the moment. I got this idea from my Discord, by the way, just in case you end up wondering. But this is a crow, and this is a skeleton, and they are on a date. And the reason that the skeleton has a mask, well, the real reason is because I couldn't figure out how to draw a skull correctly. But the universe-given reason is because she is self-conscious about the cracks on her skull, so she wears a mask, and he's a crow who wears a suit. He's not self-conscious like at all. He's a very outgoing person, and they're on a date. Ooh. Yeah, that's it. That's all that's going on. It's a crow and a skeleton on a date. She's wearing a mask because I can't draw skulls, but it's because she's self-conscious about the cracks on her skull, or on that side of the skull. That's why you can see this half, and she doesn't always cover that half. And then the crow's a non-self-conscious, outgoing person. Yep. If we're drawing the crow, I'm going to grab a small one. I'm not even going to outline the chair, by the way. Give me a small one. I don't know if I said, but I got new pens. These ones are nice. I'm just saying that this is the first time I'm using these pens. Okay, so I can't see very well. I can't see what's going on. That the best. Alright. There we go. Then there's a kind of little lip here before the skin meets it. Beautiful. Also, this crow may or may not be a girl crow. I don't know. I was told that I drew the orientation of which side the buttons are on this tuxedo. I did them on the wrong side, and that's the girl side, apparently. So this might be a girl crow, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, nor do I really care, because it's not that important. I do, however, want my reference, mainly purely because I don't know how this tail looks. Okay. I'm using an actual crow as a reference for the tail. Do you know what I just realized? I never erased any of this crow. I should erase some of it. I will in a second. I don't think it makes too big of a difference if I'm drawing on or not on thicker pencil lines. I just realized I don't actually know if these pencils smudge easy. Guess we're about to find out. No, they don't, but the lines are kind of light now because of they were drawn on pencil and then I erased the pencil. Alright. Now we're gonna go ahead and add his tuxedo, or hers, I don't know. Alright, just add his little collar, tie, and there we go. Add the bird shape, or the like beak shape and shit. Trying to make it look a little feathery right there. I don't know if you can see this at the moment. You can, okay. Alright. I kind of misplaced that button, but that's fine. Now we add the wing that's on the other side. There we go. Now we can connect these. Perfect. And now we have our little crow. I can definitely add some hatching and filling in the color, but at the moment we are going to move on to Mrs. Skelly. Which, neither of these guys have names. I just named them Skelly and Birdie. But if they do have names, her name would be Shelly, because of Skelly. And the bird's name would be, I have no idea. Because I did not think of a name for the bird. Oh, also just a funny little fact, this dress, this specific dress, the reference that I used for it was actually a reference of me. Yes, I was wearing a dress. I was trying to find a reference for this specific type of dress, and I couldn't find one. But I had a picture of myself in a dress, and it was the correct type of dress, so this dress is based off of what it looked like on me. Also, if you're wondering why I was wearing a dress, my sister, either it didn't fit her anymore, or she didn't want it or something, and she told me to put it on, so I was like, okay. And then I put on a dress. It was not the first time, or probably the last time will wear a dress. I don't like dresses, though. I don't understand how girls wear dresses. They're not comfortable at all. Like, they're way too... just everywhere is too uncomfortable. But also, I mean, I don't think they're built for dudes. But also, like, I'm not like a muscly dude or anything like that, so yeah, whatever. Alright. Got these little... Got the little stripy stripes on here. They're not exactly all the same length, but you know, that's fine. Kind of messing it up a little bit more, but you know, whatever. Alright. She's looking pretty nice so far. I definitely like that. That is definitely good. Alright, those were a bit unneeded. But this entire dress is full of lines like that, so I definitely need to add some down here too. To just add some filler to the dress. Or some more, I guess. But yeah, that looks good. I actually quite like that. However, I'm not a dressologist. I don't know dresses, so... If it's actually bad, I would not know. Now, we need... I was getting away with not having to erase some of the stuff because, well, it was light and I'm lazy. But this stuff is dark, so we're going to have to erase it. And we can just erase it by dabbing at it, though, which is very nice. What's not nice is a lot of the details in this part are kind of made by just lots of lines merging together, and they're not really the most thought out lines, because I'm not very good at drawing skeletons. In a lot of places, I just took liberty with drawing whatever I felt looked the best, instead of what might have actually been anatomically correct. Like, for that hand that's on the chair, that is not what the bones in your hand really look like. I just drew what I felt like looked good for a hand. Like, that hand is completely improvised. I do know the basic, like, bones in the fingers and shit on your hands, because, you know, got a hand, but I don't know how the inside of a hand, like, this part of your hand, no fucking clue. So I just took liberty with doing whatever. I could have looked up a reference. I did look up a few references for skeletons, obviously. None of the ones I was using had really, like, big parts on the hands. Like, none of them really focused on the hands at all, so I kind of just did whatever with the hands. get that high in here. Well, these eyes are touching now, which isn't what I wanted, but you know, that's fine. She's a skeleton. I don't even know if she uses her eyes to see. Now it's onto the bones. Which I'm not the best with perspective either, so that's kind of why this area might look a little off too. That's because I have no idea how I'm supposed to draw a bone like that. Oh, I can hear the background noise. What? I can hear the show they're listening to out there. That's what I was trying to say. And that's why I said hola. I was saying hola to the show. Alright, okay, that looks decent. It's definitely not, like, perfect or necessarily anatomically correct, but, you know, we take what we can, and we use what we got. Alright, let's go ahead and try to draw these fingers just a tad bit better than I had beforehand, since now they're somewhat prominent, because, well, they're going to be darker than they were. Alright, get ourselves a beautiful hand in here. Put a pinky right there. The thumb is basically right there. Then we just add some squares in here, and beautiful! What a beautiful skeleton hand. It doesn't look wrong at all. I think this is exactly what your hand looks like inside of your body. Alright. Now we are on to her final arm, and then maybe a little bit of shading and filling some colors in. We don't know. I have not decided yet, because, well, can't decide none of that stuff too early. You gotta figure out how the drawing looks before you can decide anything like that. Also, I definitely should learn the skeleton anatomy stuff. If I'm gonna want to be an artist, I'm gonna have to learn that shit. But I'm just lazy and do not want to. Alright. Yep, there's a shitty arm. I messed it up, but it's fine. Yeah, I think that's about good. So now we need to do some shading. How are we gonna do the shading? I don't know. What area should we shade? Well, first we're going to give this table a dark there, and then we'll shade this part of the table too. Beautiful. I really like this pencil for doing this stuff. This isn't a pencil, but it doesn't matter. Okay, we could shade her inner skeleton a little bit, but I kind of don't want to shade her skeleton. The mask I was using as a reference for her, it's like a masquerade mask. It does have cracks all over it, but she's trying to hide her cracks, so I don't think adding cracks would necessarily help that much, you know? But we are going to Give the toy some color. Should we give its wings some color? Then we would have to give its body color too. I think I'm going to. Alrighty. This is great. I wish I had these yesterday when I was drawing my gamer pick. Alright, then we'll go ahead and add some shading here and on the feet. Then add some in this direction for the bottom side of the bird. Just like a shadow for the bird, if you're wondering what this is. There we go. And yeah, I think that's all. I think I'm done. I could shade her skeleton, but like I said before, I don't really want to add color to her skeleton, but I think I'm going to. What parts are not skeleton in here? Because I could black those out, or at least hash them harder. These are not skeleton. These are skeleton holes, actually, so... or eye holes, so we can fill those in. Alright. Did my light just shut off? It did. She still has some cracks on that side, too. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I think after this, I'm gonna be done with this drawing. And then, yeah. Alright. Here's the skeleton and the crow on the date. Alright. Bye-bye. Join the Discord.